I know I'm kind of late to the party, and I know that this showcase was at 4 o'clock. Originally, I was going to live stream it, but I was stuck in the traffic, and there was a storm here, big storm, so there was no way for me to make it on time to live stream this. But it's better late than ever, right? So I'm doing a reaction video now. All right, so I have gone through certain chapters of this 1 hour showcase of PlayStation 5 games coming out this year, and also PlayStation VR 2 games coming out. Here's what I'm going to say. I have mixed feelings, and I'm not the only one that has mixed feelings. You can look at the likes and dislikes ratio. I mean, 13,000 dislikes on the video. You know, that's that speaks volumes. Okay, that's not a small number to disregard. And of course, I'm talking about these dislikes right here. 13,000 dislikes. Okay, so not that it matters, right? Because 125,000 likes are surpassing the 13,000 dislikes. But you shouldn't ignore that 13,000 dislikes, because that 13,000 dislikes, it tells you something about how people feel about Sony versus how they felt about Sony in 2014, 2013, 2015, right? This is a different kind of a Sony. And I think things are changing. And I think this is why I keep telling people that don't get your hopes too high about the next PlayStation 6 and the future of PlayStation. Things are going in a very different direction for Microsoft and Sony. Nintendo lives in its own, you know, ecosystem, and Nintendo can live in that ecosystem forever because it has such a great ecosystem that it doesn't really needs a competitor. It doesn't need a competition. So, what I take away from this video is that it's good that they're showing, you know, these games coming out, you know, like Helldivers 2 and Final Fantasy and Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. That's all great, fine, and dandy. But those are already third party games. They're not new IPs. Okay. And again, I just want to say this. I have nothing against, you know, these games. They're coming out. But a lot of these games I can play on the PC. I can play it elsewhere. So Helldivers 2 I can play on the PC. Final Fantasy I can play on the PC with my 4090 or my 4070 laptop, whatever. So I have people have choice where they can play it. That EA game, The Immortals, what was it called? The Immortals something. That's on the EA Play Pro. I can play that there. I was hoping to see Spiderman 2. I was hoping to see Wolverine. I was hoping to see some new IP that we haven't heard about. Because that's what Sony is known for. Sony, it's known for their IPs, the new original classic creation, and that was lacking here. All I saw is a bunch of third-party games, you know. So let me walk you through this briefly. Like, let's listen to what Jim Ryan says, then I'll comment on it really quickly.
President and CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment. I'm delighted to be here today to introduce what's next for PlayStation 5. We're now into the third year of the life cycle of PS5, and we've been fortunate to have so many fan-favorite titles released on the platform. What's even more exciting is that developers are just scratching the surface of what's possible with the gaming experiences that they create. Today, you'll get a glimpse into some of the most breathtaking and imaginative content that will be coming to PS5 and PlayStation VR 2. And now, what you've all been waiting for. Enjoy the show.
Um, it's funny. He says, in a course of 3 years now, we're in our third year of PlayStation 5, and he's saying that we have a lot of fun, cool experiences. Like what? God of War, Ragnarok. That's about it. God of War, Ragnarok. Is there anything else? Ratchet and Clank. Again, an old IP. God of War, an old IP. It's nice. Nothing that I have. Let's again. I know you guys gonna jump, out of your anger because I'm saying this because you have that Sony fanboy in you, and fine. I don't care if you get triggered. Get triggered. I don't give a shit. Then you can just quit and leave right now. But if you can control yourself and don't get triggered, then listen what I have to say. And this is coming from a guy who has every PlayStation. I have every PlayStation ever made. Okay, I could easily call myself a Sony fanboy, but I choose not to do that because I enjoy a variety of different things. Okay, and that's the difference between fanboys and a guy like me who enjoys variety of best of both worlds. Okay, and what I'm trying to say here is I don't agree with Jim Ryan. I wouldn't say that Jim Ryan is the best thing that happened to Sony. I think Jim Ryan is the best thing that happened to Sony's pockets. But it's not the best thing that happened to gamers. I would go far away to say that Jim Ryan is the best thing that happened to Sony gamers. Jack Trent was the best thing that happened to Sony gamers. Of games like The Order 1886, Days Gone, The Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, the list goes on and on. Heavy Rain, Detroit Become Human. The list is too long. Spiderman, God of War, etc., etc., etc. Jim Ryan, to me, is just a businessman. He only cares about ones and zeros. I don't think this guy really gives a shit, gives a damn about passion for gaming like I do and you do. I'm speaking directly to you. The way you do and the way I do. The ones who grew up playing PlayStation games. He doesn't feel that way because he's in his late 50s, late 60s, whatever. He cares about the bank account and making the Sony boards of directors in Tokyo happy, and their investors in Tokyo happy, and their investors in Sony Europe and Sony America happy. And that's who this guy is, and I'll just leave it at that. So when he says that we had a great 3 years, like what exactly are you talking about? We had a pandemic for 2 years, 2020, 2021, 2022. What are you talking about? We had a pandemic for 2.5 years. And people couldn't even find PlayStation 5 to buy it. They couldn't even find PlayStation 5 to buy it. So when he says we had a great 3 years, I don't know what is he talking about. I just don't know what exactly is he referring to. Maybe you guys can help me and refresh my memory. What exactly is he blabbing about? PlayStation 4 had a great decade. PlayStation 3 had a great decade. But this, come on. Anyway, so I disagree with Jim Ryan about that. I just don't see what exactly did he bring. First of all, people couldn't find the PlayStation 5, nowhere to be found. And if they could find it, they had to buy it from a reseller, from, those douchebags out there selling it for $1,200, $1,300. So, And what did we have? Returnal? Returnal, really? Which I can also play on a PC. And even right now on the PC, I could care less about playing Returnal. We have a PlayStation VR 2. What do we got on PlayStation VR 2? We got Resident Evil 4 VR mode. Okay, fine. But it's Resident Evil 4, dude. I played Resident Evil 4 so many times. Like, it's boring to me. I know exactly what happens in the game. I played through it so many times. What new IPs do you have for PlayStation VR 2? Other than, what? Crossfire? Well, Crossfire, from what I heard, it's not going to be just exclusive to PlayStation VR 2. It's going to be also available on other PC VR systems as well. The only thing that you got exclusive is Gran Turismo and the Firewall Ultra. And Firewall Ultra, those games are not enough. They're not enough for PlayStation VR 2. So let's kind of go through this really quick. I mean, so what are they showing me here? They're showing me a Helldivers. Somebody just texted me regarding the Sony. So we got Helldivers 2, which is a ripoff of Starship Troopers. It's just like a total ripoff of Starship Troopers. But the thing is, Helldivers 2, it's also available on PC. So you'll be able to play on PC as well. So it's not exclusive.
Life. Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free.
Join the Helldivers.
Experience true freedom.
It looks like an Outriders. It looks like Destiny, you know, like a co-op type game, you know, boring. Been there, done that. Nothing, you know. And then you got this this other EA game, Immortals or something like that, which I'm gonna play on a PC with my 4090 and my laptop 4070. Why not? I want to enjoy it in the best possible detail. This is an EA game. It's available on Xbox. It's available on PC. It's a third party, so it's like
Maybe engage a little.
looks all right. Looks like a current gen graphics. Nothing too crazy. Like, where's the Unreal Engine 5 games? Like, we got all these GPUs, and, you know, we got all these super powerhouses of CPUs, like i9 processor, 1300 i9 processors, 13th generation processors. We got these GPUs, but where's the Unreal Engine 5 games? Like, where are these Unreal Engine 5 games? Like, what are these developers doing past 3 years? Like, why aren't they making any Unreal Engine 5 games? Where are they? The only thing we saw was the Matrix demo. But other than that, I don't see
Oh boy.
I don't see anything else other than that Unreal Engine 5 Matrix demo and Hellblade 2, but we don't know when Hellblade 2 is coming out. I don't know when Hellblade 2 is going to come out. Alright, so what is this? An EA showcase or is it a Sony showcase?
Your men killed my family. Don't turn your back on me! Alright,
man, come on. All this... Oh, my God. What is this? The Immortals? Immortals of Avium, or whatever. Ah, boy. Hey, what is this?
Going where? This damned place? You're suicidal. One last time,
Somehow I missed this one.
and we're all done.
This like Ghost of Tsushima 2 or something? Or Dragon's something? Dragon's Dogma? Ninja Gaiden?
Patience is the key, Master. Time is not.
Patience is the key. Time is not on our side.
Wait.
Yeah, wait. Wait
Yes.
forever.
Let's kill him with time.
Phantom Blade. I don't know how. I missed this one somehow.
What's your plan? Knowing you have only 66 days to live.
Get my heart back.
Phantom Blade. Alright, Phantom Blade. Looks interesting, but it looks like something I already played before. Looks like a mixture of Ninja Gaiden, Ghost of Tsushima. It's like, been there, done that. You know, here's what I'm trying to say, guys. I want to see, like, new IPs. I don't want to see Ubisoft games. I don't want to see Assassin's Creed on a... What I'm trying to say is, I don't want to see a third-party games on a PlayStation showcase. Why are you showing me third-party games? A third-party games where I can play on my PC, on my Steam Deck, on my Asus Ally, on my whatever. I can play it. What used to get me excited about PlayStation Showcase was the new exclusives coming to PlayStation. The new PlayStation VR exclusives. That's what used to get me excited, you know. Games like Days Gone, Ghost of Tsushima, Detroit Become Human, The Order 1886, Uncharted 4, Thief's End, stuff like that. That's what I used to get excited about. But I don't want to see third-party games. You spend 45 minutes just showcasing third-party games. Third-party games which people can play anywhere. They can play it on a GeForce Now. They can play it on Shadow. They can play it on their PCs. They can play it on the soon enough Asus Ally. Come on, Sony. We want to see exclusives only. That's what people want to see. That's what I want to see. And I'm pretty sure that's what you guys want to see. I mean, where's Spiderman 2? Like, where's Spiderman? Okay, I got a list here. All right, I got a list right here. There's someone was kind enough to put on the list. Phantom Blade, Sword of the Sea, the Telos Principle, Cat Quest, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Plucky Square, Teardown, Metal Gear Solid 3, Towers of Gashaba, Final Fantasy, Alan Wake 2, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Revenant Hill. Captured on PC. But this is all third-party games. Third-party games, dude. Street Fighter 6. Third-party game. I can play it on the PC. Like, where's Ninja Gaiden? I mean, Ninja Gaiden. Where's Spider-Man 2? Where's Spider-Man 2, bro? Where's Spider-Man 2? That should have been the first thing for you to showcase. The gameplay of the Spider-Man 2, and it's using all of the accolades that the PS5 GPU, CPU, and memory can do. That's what you should have done, Jim Ryan. You should have showcased the first 12 minutes of gameplay of Spider-Man 2. That's what people wanted to see. Or maybe a little glimpse into Wolverine. A little glimpse into Wolverine, you know, whoosh, with these blades, you know. That's what people want to see. And I know a lot of you guys gonna trash this video, and that's okay. I don't care. That's your right. You want to trash and dislike, that's your choice. But deep down, even if you don't agree with me, deep down, you know in the core of your soul, as a Sony fan, you know that this is not the finest or a great showcase of Sony. This is not their best. This is a weak showcase. Kind of like Microsoft. Not really. And this also brings me back to something I want to say here, you know, because I want to go back to Metal Gear. There's a Metal Gear. I want to get to this Metal Gear really quick. I want to say something really quick. You know, people like to bash other brand. You know, like a lot of Sony fans are bashing Microsoft, right? Because of the Redfall failure, and sure, they should do that because it did fail. But also, Sony fans needs to look themselves in the mirror and look at your showcase. What exactly do you have that's super great other than Spider-Man? Spider-Man, it's Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man. Stan Lee invented it. Okay? Sony didn't invent Spider-Man. Sony just has rights to Spider-Man to make Spider-Man. So don't give me this BS saying that that you're something holier than thou. You know, this notion that you Sony fans act like you're holier than thou. That's where I have a problem with you. When you start having that attitude that I'm a holier than thou and therefore you need to bow down before me, this bullshit attitude, it doesn't sit well with me. And I don't like that. Because clearly you got nothing to brag about here other than third-party games. And I guarantee you Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake might be exclusive to PlayStation for a year, but I guarantee you this is coming to PC. I guarantee you that Konami will bring this to PC. I guarantee you 100% this is coming to PC. 100% it's coming to PC. So you can brag about that you got some kind of, you got to play it only on PlayStation 5 exclusives, because you don't. Other than Spider-Man 2. And Spider-Man 2 will be coming to PC as well. The Last of It's already on the PC. The God of War is on the PC. So don't give me this BS that that you got some kind of you know, super exclusivity that's better than Microsoft at this point. Because you really don't. God of War, people are going to get tired of God of War. You know, they're gonna get tired of eating that same bread, right? Or that same soup every time. You know, people get tired of these old IPs. They're gonna say, "All right, man, we want to move on to something better." People will get tired of Spiderman. People are yearning for new IPs, man, and I have yet to see from either of the side, either Microsoft or Sony, to deliver.
Kept you waiting, huh? I definitely did.
I had to do that. And this is great. This is great. I have nothing against this. You know, this is awesome. The Metal Gear coming to PlayStation 5. Actually, there's another thing regarding the Metal Gear right here. I just want to say. I had to turn down the volume because of the copyrights. Now this is great. I like this. This is cool that we're gonna have Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3 to be able to buy it on PlayStation 5. That's cool. So this is good. You know, I like. But again, this is something that Xbox had available. This is not going to be exclusive only on PlayStation. You know, Konami might have a deal with Sony for a year or two, and then they're going to bring it back to PC. They're going to bring it back to Microsoft. What I'm trying to say, and I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from with this, and why do I feel so bitter about this showcase, is that I expect Sony to deliver new experiences, new IPs. They got money, they got resources. They own Hollywood studios, they own record companies. They have resources. They can hire actors, they can hire writers. They got so many different resources available at them that they have. And I'm disappointed that that's not happening. I'm not seeing that on the showcase. So I really don't want to butcher this video any longer than it needs to be. It's already half an hour. Captured on PC. Oh, that's great, you know. Footage captured on PC. Third-party games, man. We don't want to... Listen. Assassin's Creed. Really? What is this? A Ubisoft showcase? So, alright. So, let me just... let me close down this video and just put something in closing. I just want to say something in closing here. Guys, I'm not impressed with this showcase. I really expected to see new IPs. There is that one, that Phantom Blade, but it looks like okay. It looks like something I have played before. It looks like a mixture of Ninja Gaiden and Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, it looks all right. I want to see some new IP. I want to see only exclusives. When there's a Sony showcase, I want to see exclusives. If you're doing a state of play, that's fine. State of play, you can showcase third-party games. I don't care. But when you're doing a PlayStation showcase, you got to bring exclusives only, man. Because that's what you Sony fans are saying. You're saying that you're the gods of exclusives. You're saying that you're holier than thou. You're the kings and the gods and the masters of exclusives. Well, the masters of the exclusives, where are the exclusives? I don't see them. Same thing with the PlayStation VR 2. What do you got on PlayStation VR 2? I haven't seen anything. You see Crossfire. Crossfire looks all right, but that's also going to be available on the PC as well. There's another one called a Synapse looks all right, but that's going to be available on PC as well. I'm sorry, guys. I don't see anything out there as far as the PlayStation VR 2 where I can say, oh my God. I know people are going to say, but what about Resident Evil 4? Dude, I'm tired of Resident Evil. How many times is Capcom going to make me revisit Resident Evil series? I played Resident Evil 4 so many times. I played it on a GameCube. I played it on Xbox, PlayStation. I played it on a PC, a remastered HD version. I played it on the Oculus Quest 2. I played the VR version of Resident Evil 4, and now I will play it again on the PlayStation VR 2. But is that enough? What I'm trying to say is that enough for you to purchase a $600 PlayStation VR 2? You know what I mean? So I really wasn't impressed with this showcase, and I was really hoping for something better. Unfortunately, that was not the case. So it is what it is, guys. I think I think the gaming industry has changed in general. I know a lot of people are just bashing Microsoft because it's easy just to bash Microsoft. And we all know this is coming from Sony fans. We all know that. But look at your showcase. Look at yourself in the mirror. Look what you've got. You don't got anything that you can say that you are holier than thou, or you got something that's sophisticatedly better. So you got Spiderman. Okay, you got Spiderman. It's a Marvel game. It's not something that Sony has invented. You know, it's a Marvel game. Sony has a license. Big deal. And Insomniac's working on it. So I'm disappointed, man. And I think this is what I was afraid of. I'm afraid that the gaming industry is going to a different direction. The gaming industry, it's really moving to a different direction. Sony PlayStation is not what it used to be, like back in the days where they were pumping out all these new juicy ideas, exclusives like Heavy Rain, Days Gone, Uncharted, The Last of Us, etc., etc. We don't see those types of juicy ideas anymore. So things have changed, clearly. And this is my opinion, whether you agree with it or disagree with it. This is honestly how I feel about Sony and Microsoft and video gaming in general, how I feel about it. So there you have it, guys. You want to hear my opinion? That's my opinion. You know, it is what it is. That's how I feel about it. But you guys can leave the comment. Be respectful. Leave respectful comments. I will only reply to the comments that are respectful, and it's something that I can genuinely answer to you. So it is what it is, guys. That's my opinion. I'm not really thrilled about this showcase, and there's a reason why there's a 13,000 dislikes. All right, there's a reason for that, you know. So there you go. And where's the Spider-Man? Like, Spider-Man 2 should be here. I don't see Spider-Man. I don't, you know. Unless I missed it, but I'm looking and I don't see Spider-Man 2 nowhere here. And this is kind of really strange that they wouldn't showcase anything regarding Spider-Man 2. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. Sorry that the video is about 35 minutes, but it's hard for me to make this video any shorter because there's so much I have to say here. There's so much I have to unwrap. to tell you what I think. And there you have it. You got my reaction and you got my opinions on it. Let me know what you think. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.